Albo's down 40 love at the moment.
See what you did there. Faced with the volley of anti-Semitism that's gripping Australia since the seismic military and political changes in the Middle East, the Prime Minister braced himself and went once more into the fray. The fray being the ritzy Cottesloe Tennis Club, because when the going gets tough, the tough play doubles.
You cannot be serious!
I'm afraid we are. Albanese's decision to prioritise Labor Party fundraising activities and swatting a Slazenger over official state duties drew widespread condemnation. He eventually got back on his plane and applied some deep heat to what was a scorching case of tennis elbow.
I see what you did there.
I thank you.
Not my line.
What was he thinking?
With the tennis, he wasn't thinking.
Sorry, I'm not sure what it is.
He was clearly taking advice from the same people who said, buy a $4 million house during an affordability crisis. No PR downside to that. How about you lease it out for just $1,500 a week instead of $1,900 to show you're doing your bit to help renters? Albanese's lacklustre response to the firebombing of that Melbourne synagogue had his office scrambling to point out that the PM wasn't the Victorian police. And I don't hold a gun mate excuse that was perilously similar to another lacklustre response to a fire emergency by a previous resident of the lodge.
You know, I don't hold a hose, mate.
Not a great week for the Prime Minister.
Albo has had rings run around him by Peter Dutton, who sat on the sidelines enjoying a snack as the government tied itself in knots over whether the firebombing of a synagogue might construe an act of terrorism. Albo's been undermined by his own party, first by Penny Wong, who's using Australian foreign policy to gaslight her leader, and then by federal member for Tangney, Sam Lim, who was part of a WhatsApp group chat containing an anti-Israel message purporting to be from the Prime Minister.
But it wasn't?
Well, it's confusing. Not as confusing as whether or not the firebombing of a synagogue is terrorism. I mean, that's a real head-scratcher. It's confusing because Sam Lim issued a confusing reason for the message. He says his phone may have been compromised.
I don't know, circuitry?
And he sought advice from police. That's the same police who have thus far been outwitted by anti-Semites who are clearly not the sharpest operators.
Me fail English? That's impossible.
I'm Ben Harvey.